Both the Ohio House and Senate passed a final version of the two-year budget just before the Friday night's deadline, agreeing on spending more than $86 billion a year. That includes an additional $1.5 billion for public education. It comes after decades of litigation over what has been deemed an unconstitutional funding system that relies too much on local property tax levies. But the budget also includes $2 billion to create a new universal voucher program, which gives publicly funded subsidies to students to attend private or parochial schools. House Minority Whip Jessica Miranda, the Democrat from Forest Park, voted for the final budget because of the public school funding. Still, she questions why private schools will be allowed to choose which students can attend, even those using vouchers.
The bad part about the voucher program in what was just passed in this specific budget is that there's no measures for accountability.
The new voucher system will allow a family of four making $135,000 a year to get up to $8,400 a year for high school or $6,200 for grade school. Any family making more than that will get a diminishing amount, but even wealthy families can qualify for 10% or $840 a year for high school. Republican Senator Bill Blessing of Colerain Township said he fought for such a means-based funding system.
What do you say to those who say that that's taking more money away from public education at a time when they need it most?
I share their concern. It kind of tears at me because school choice is popular at the same time that education is a broad public good. You don't always get what you want in the budget.
Again, Governor Mike DeWine has until midnight tonight to issue his line item vetoes and sign the final version into law.
And James, there was talk about reforming or even eliminating state income tax. How did that fall?
Well, the answer, the income tax is still in place, but it was flattened from 4 tax brackets down to 2. And that could actually mean upwards of $3 billion less in revenue for the state over the next 2 years. And while the state is pretty flush with money right now, some education advocates worry that less income tax money could mean local schools districts will eventually have to once again raise property taxes to make up the difference and stay afloat. Others say the tax cuts will benefit wealthier Ohioans more than lower income or even middle class taxpayers.
It'll be interesting to see how those vouchers affect all of that as well. Thanks, James.
All right, so that budget included some other key education provisions as well, both in what was included and what was actually cut from the final version. So it raises starting teacher pay from $30,000 a year to now $35,000 a year. It creates a new governor-appointed position to oversee the state's education system, taking that away from the Ohio Department of Education. It also eliminates the requirement that any third grader who doesn't pass the third grade reading guarantee test be held back a year. However, parents can still choose to do so, and the test will still be required. And the budget killed the controversial Senate bill that would have barred college professors from going on strike and from teaching or discussing certain controversial topics.